Well, it's just just sitting there.
Do you want one?
I'll have a cup of tea. No, I'll have a cup of tea, please, mate. No, just a splash of milk. Be on under. On under. Right, sorry about that. Of course, I jumped straight on. I'm just doing some stuff. But we're back. They are playing race to 7. So it is the full final. Guess Yassa's going to take first blood. Black into the right middle. Or is he just going to dink this in? Yeah, right. Oh, that's poor. That's poor. Thought he could have clipped that in with a bit of top and gone into the right or try to hold it up. I think he's going left. He's got to watch this white. Oh, that's a nice shot. Yeah, well played, Yassa. So 1-0 to Yassa. If anybody can hear a baby crying, it's just Lee Richardson. He's had a pint, so he's crying if you can hear any crying. Absolutely does. Guess you're not coming over for final then. The scoreboard for Q Sports will be getting better. They're adding new stuff, so it'll have stats, etc. on. You'll have to bear with the developers for that. I'm going to ask for some cool new features. Has he got that red in the top? Yes, he has. But not a great white. I'm just wondering if that yellow passes into the left pocket past those two yellows. And it's an easy enough plant anyway, so I guess he'll be going yellows. Yeah, I think they time it to babies. Oh, it did fly in. So still a little bit of work to do here, Yassa. Still got this problem ball down on the bottom rail. Well, I thought I'd be taking the one into the middle, coming off the left cushion, and then taking this one into the bottom right. Phil Shant's mixing his drinks. He's on lager and Baileys, I think. What a mixture that is. Ugh. Oh, he's on strawberry Baileys. Oh, he did screw that back far enough. But I think he's still okay. Oh, he's gone onto the side, or is that it? Yeah, he's played that nice. He's got the angle now to drop down. That yellow must cut into the bottom right. He's having a good look at it. So, what's your predictions, guys? Is Josh going to get a sniff? I'm sure he will. Good player. Well, he's tried to develop it, and I don't know if he can cut that. Then it's a great shot. If he can't, oops. Well, they can cut it. Yeah, he's played that nice. So this should be 2-0 to Yassa. That shot that made it for him, it was definitely a confident shot, the one that he took in the middle and just developed. So 2-0. So, re-rack, black down. So, it hasn't been dry, has it? Which normally happens when you've just potted the black. Yep, it is dry. Yassa back at the table. Oh, it's going to brew. Thank you very much, sir. Ow, 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 ow. Burning my fingers. Ow. So, just lost a little bit of positioning, but he has got the yellow into the top left. Then he has got a couple of balls to break that red and yellow out, so I'm guessing he will be going top left. He's just landing on the next ball. Unless he's looking at taking the yellow into the middle off the red. Just going to go for a little safety here, I think. A little conturning shot, leave it dead on the red. It's not bad. I think he wanted it touching the red though. I think he's left him a plant here into the top right. Bit of a slack shot if he has, because he did have a chance to go out there, did Yassa? Yeah. I think this could be 2-1. Has he overcooked that? No. Good to go bottom right, I guess. He's just got to work out where the black's going, because it only goes in a couple of pockets. Well, half of them. Oh, we just wanted to be a bit higher on that. Might take the lower one and then go to the top right. Unless he's going to... I'm just about to say unless he comes down for the bottom one. Doesn't want to be straight. Going to have to take a long pot on now. This black's getting a little bit harder. So he's obviously got a plan. Stun it off the rail and then take the cut into the bottom left. No, he didn't, Mitch. But he played a good shot to get it out. So a little control stun shot here. He's played it well. Ideally 2 more ball rolls to the right, but he'll take that from where he was. Oh, it looks to be overcutting this, but I think that's just the camera angle. He is overcutting that. Thought it was. Right. So, Yassa, a lifeline for you. So, yeah, that's fine as that. Thought it landed dead on the cushion and it just had a little bounce. Don't know if that's just overrun a bit or under, so he's going to have to change his route now. Yeah, played that nice. So, middle left, top left, bottom right, I guess. We will soon see. Oh, what do I know? Oh, bottom left then. He was, Mitch, but he should be cutting those in. He didn't have to worry about the white or anything, did he? It was 100% pot. But it's cost him. So this happened to Josh against Adi, but it came back to Josh. So definitely not underwrite him yet. Well, I think this could be 4-0. Oh, what a break that is. Yeah, it was before Mitch. Yeah. He ran out of position in the middle of his route and he tried to stick to his route, which I think is a bit... He shouldn't do it. And it did cost him. Well, I'm very surprised he's taking yellows. Very surprised. Yeah, bit confused, but thought reds were just all drop-ins. Don't get yellows there. Just having a bit of a meltdown, Yassa, or what? Can anyone see a reason why I went for yellows? Thought all the reds were just five drop-ins and then the black. They were could have just dropped one into the bottom. Does. One hard shot for him. Absolutely right, Mikey. How are we doing, pal? But if you text them, doesn't matter. If they all go, it was the right way. No, not really, Mikey. I'm being laid up most of it. Been a week since I've had an alcoholic drink. So just needs to leave himself a little angle. Oh, wow, wow, wow. We should have gone reds now. Yeah, someone does, yeah. Oh, you're joking, Mikey. Oh, what a plonker. Kick. Have you broken anything, or are you just like badly sprained? See, I'm surprised he's going this way as well. It's turned out for him. Yeah, I agree, Mitch, for both of your comments. Absolutely. So, top left, middle left, top left, top right, middle right, top left. Done. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? He's got like a little waddle as well. He's like a tall duck. Yeah, that'll teach you, Mikey. Is it after a Leeds match by any chance? Yeah, if you see Josh sort of like appear at one end of the table, he's at one end, and then the next time you see him is at the other end. It's not because of the cameras or anything like that. He just walks that quick, can't pick him up. It's like a hummingbird. Can't see any reason why not, Mitch. Have a chat with Mr. Norris. Oh, there you go. Answered already. I knew it was something to do with Leeds, Viking. Thought it would, but good lad. Put a claim into Leeds United. This is what he did to me. Are we taxiing, by the way, Darren, on Saturday? Well, actually, I could get us a lift over. Oh. Yassa back in, but not a great back in. Can he put this into the middle, break these two up? He needs to hit the bottom one, really. He's hit the top one. It's not good. Needed the bottom one. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I'm about 70% sure I can get a lift over Daz, so one way. Or if not, oh no, I can't. Need Karen. Yeah, sort some out so I can get a lift here. Well, Harvey was meant to be commentating on the final. He was saying, I'm not commentating all day and not commentating on the final. Yeah, I don't know if that's happening. I don't know if Andy's going to allow us, Andy J. Oh, I'll tell you what, that's a class shot, is that? Great shot by Yassa there. It's not a bad ball anymore. Well, not if he pots it. Just got to watch out for the middle a little bit. Shouldn't be that near it, but yeah, always missed it. Oh, and he's left the bag as well. So 3-2 to to Yassa, I think. Dan Mack, it was meant to be me and Danny Bailey, the Harvey and Darren Norris. God, that took some thinking about. The only people that I see nearly every day, you know what I mean? Just forget the names. I'm getting old though. Yeah, I agree, Mitch. When he got on his bad ball after he played that cracking shot to get on it, you'd have thought that frame was over. Yeah, definitely no swearing on the stream. I know the odd one comes out, but definitely none. So lots of right hand side on this. Doesn't need to. Oh, he's had a touch. He's had a touch. Yeah, he is a little bit hard, but I think he takes pretty standard patterns. Oh, it's easy to comment on. I knew what you meant, Billy. So nothing to do with the white. Shouldn't actually, might have a little bit of a cut, but don't want to hit this too hard because it could flick off the red in a funny manner. A bit like that. Don't know why I just didn't drop that in. It'd have double kissed off the red. And it'd have been very unlucky not to be on the black, but so Yassa with a lifeline. And Josh needed that really, 4-1. Starting to run away a little bit as Yassa. But after watching two of these frames, it may twitch. haven't really seen a lot of that today, Bailey. Going out of position again. It's not over again, does? It's a little thin clip. I think he's all right, but it's not where he wanted to be. He's back on track now, though. Yeah, perfect. Lovely angle. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough, Bailey. Yeah, my song's playing on in the background. I hope you can't hear it out there on stream. Yet again, YouTube police. And I don't understand when you've got a PPL license and all that sort of thing. They are legally entitled to be able to be playing it. So if the YouTube police are about, we are legal, even though you're all automated, so that won't make any difference. Oh, and the white's gone, and the red's gone, and the red's gone. Oh, and a little nasty clump. Making pot, which does. So, what's he going to go for now? I think it's going to have to be yellows if he's going for the dish. Yeah, perfect. Right in the middle of them. Just where I wanted to be. Not rushing about now. Not messing about now. Should be 4-2. Yeah, it should be Mitch. Might just go for the top one. Yep. I think the hardest ball here is obviously leaving the yellow next to the black for last. That's the only thing I can see really going wrong. Ooh, ampered queuing. I think he just had a very quick look at that plant. He's not happy with it. Mind you, with long fingers like that, I don't think bridging's a problem. Yeah, it's perfect. Oh, a little bit careful, but should be good. White will just be drifting to the right-hand side a bit, so might have to just compensate for that a little bit. Well, I don't think that goes. And by the looks of it, it doesn't. Wondered what we were doing there. Well, okay. 5-2 it is. Unless he pulls out a world here. He can't. That can't bite late enough. Oh, I'll tell you what. I must have seen more than I thought. So, plop into the middle. Nice recovery shot. It shouldn't have been in that scenario to do it, but... Yeah. Well, he's got away with that. Josh, no fear, Juhasz. Oh, that's a great break. Oh, I didn't want that. It were looking good until that red just rolled in. Josh has no fear. So yellow as it is, looking good. Well, he's just losing this white a bit, is Josh. I think if he cuts that in, I'm not too sure where the white's going. Oh, it might actually hold up on. Yeah. Oh, I thought we were going into the. Still okay though. Don't know if that yellow passes in between the black and the red into the left, right middle. Hard to see from our monitors. Oh, that's a class shot, is that? Class shot. So, Josh suddenly back in this. Couple of frames. That's how pull goes. Can suddenly get back in it. Blink of an eye. There it is. 3-2. 4-2. 4-3. One day I learned how to count. Oh, Harvey's actually back now when they're just having a break.
Sorry. Been talking.
Good. Was, I need a pee now, so I'm going to have to move it.
Like a woman. Now then, who's on the chat? Let's have a look. Mitch, Daz, Danny Bailey. Who's his winner then out of this one? Seems to be playing that little bit better now. Does Josh took them really well? That second to last shot when he came back through the gap. Dan Mack off for a decider. Michael Firth, 7-6 decider with Josh. Dan Mack out. I understand you put a friendly pint. How could it be an aggressive pint? Is it the pint that differs or the? Liam, what's your score prediction though? You can't just say that. Oh, sorry. 7-5. I've just seen it. Scott Bull. Now then, sir. Andy, that's quite funny. How's Mr. Bull? Do you want to sit down, mate? You sure?
So we have Harvey back. Yassa just making some little mistakes here.
I never left. It's been quite a good warm-up, don't you think, for next Saturday, this event? It's like, obviously there's been a bit of chat around
There
Patch
has
and,
been a lot of banter about
have you
the
heard
match.
about the banter before with Andy and Patch? Did you hear?
No, I don't think so.
When Andy lost against AD,
You see, that's just one of the mistakes that I'm on about with Yassa.
when Andy lost against AD, Patch said, "Who have you got in the semi?" And he says, "Oh no, I lost." He went, "Oh yeah, I know, I saw," and I had a little laugh, as if taking the mick. When Patch lost, Andy says, "Who you got in the final?" He says, "Oh wait, you got battered."
So I feel these are gone. I thought it might be taking the middle one. It's not.
So yeah, there's been a bit of banter. That's good, Scott. Do you have a good Christmas, mate?
I have done twice, mate. For some reason it keeps coming back on. Been doing it all day, pal. All day.
What's that?
Just the autofocus on the cameras. For some reason it sort of like comes back on after you've turned it off, and
Oh yeah.
so 4 apiece. Unless the dreaded. Oh, he's going to have to go middle now, isn't it?
Nah, he just stuns it past that red, black to the
I
middle.
think he'll just roll it through.
Do you know what I'd do?
Just roll it through.
I'd hit red me and like leave me sent off.
Just roll it through. No issues. Don't go into anything unless you have to.
That's what I mean. Just
Unless
roll
she's really
past it.
fit.
Oh my lord.
He's giving him that one as Yassa. So, race to 3.
Just I asked her while you were having a toilet break, mate. A few score predictions. Dan Mack went 7-6 Yassa. Liam 7-5 Yassa.
And then retracted.
And then we've got 7-6 Josh Michael Firth.
Dan Mack with a bet out there as well.
He wanted a friendly pint, and I asked her, says, "Well, what's the difference between a friendly pint and like an aggressive pint?" And then
An aggressive pint you spill.
Andy put aggro pint means they pour it over the loser.
There we go. So there's a pint on. Marky and Dan Mack. Yeah, he's down. But he goes through a stage. I know in the last comp, he beat Andy Appleton, and he didn't miss anything. Honestly, a bit like this, he didn't miss anything. And then he played in, I think it was the semi-final then, and it was awful.
Don't you think we all can be a bit like that? The difference between like us and the best players, and then the best players, the better players, and then say the best, like the elite players.
Yeah.
Don't you think all the difference is, when you get to this standard that we're watching here, they can all break and dish, they can all clear up. But don't you think the difference between this and the best standard, watching your Michaels, Appletons, all them, is just they do it all the time. It's like they're consistently brilliant at breaking and dishing.
Well, what I said to
they're solid as hell. They just don't seem to miss
Andy
much.
Appleton, what I said to him you know, well, throughout the match, because I was watching it, I was sat with him. And I just said, I'll tell you what it is, Andy. I said, it's a sign of respect because people know you're a good player, so they pull out. You know, you play better, don't you, when you play better players. And it is just a sign of respect, I think. So he's leaving this awkward bowl till last year. And Andy was agreeing, you know, you bring out the best in, better players bring out the better pool players in their opposition.
Of course they do. Of course they do. Yeah, I agree, Mitch. Shot selection's massive. Because realistically, on a pool table, I always overrun it. Realistically, on a pool table, the pots aren't that difficult. You know, when you compare it to, say, snooker, where the pots are a lot harder.
Yeah.
In pool, it's more down to the way you take your balls out. So people call it the map, or basically just the way you go around the table.
Yeah, true.
I couldn't agree more, because if you watch the best players, the whites barely doing any mileage whatsoever. They're just rolling balls in. Little rolling, little this, little that. And then you watch, like when I play, my white's on a yo-yo, you know what I mean? Some days I play well, but sometimes I think, Christ, I'll play off 3 cushions with side here, you know what I mean? I think, why am I having to do that? And the reason is because my positioning's not good enough.
Yeah,
or I've took them the wrong way.
But you could also argue that with snooker is, with it only being a 7-before tournament, your accuracy's got to be more focused on a pool table because you've only got certain margins.
You can't play in
a table. You could have a 2-foot area
to play in. I agree. Yeah.
You know, so I think they're both different disciplines, and they're very hard to compare one to the other just because they're cue sports. You know,
yeah. No, I agree. I agree. I think.
And you can run out of position a lot on a snooker table because there might be another red, or you've got 7 colours.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I agree.
6 colours, sorry. 6 colours to go for. So if you lose positioning, you know you've always got 3 at the top end or 1 in the middle.
Yeah, I understand.
So it's it's a little bit.
I did
easier in ways, but then a lot harder to play. If that.
Yeah, I remember Ronnie O'Sullivan once doing a comparison, and he said pool's like crazy golf, and snooker's like the US Open in difficulty.
Yeah.
You know, he related it to golf.
Yeah, well, as a lot of snooker players do, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, Scott. Sorry, I did play, mate. I lost to Liam 7-6 decided. It was a 2-hour, 10-minute game, I think.
It was the longest game of the day.
Yeah, honest to God, mate, it wasn't even. I don't know. I went 6-4 up, and I'd have shook his hand and let him have it. I'd lost the will to live altogether. We both had, to be fair. It was like, I don't know. It was boring me. It was just, we were both really, really struggling. It was hard viewing, and it was even harder to play. Yeah, that's it, Mitch. When you watch a snooker player play, and when you hear him talk as well, sometimes I've watched, you know, you'll see or you'll listen anyway, because now they have snooker players in commentary, so you'll hear it. I know Ronnie O'Sullivan does his bit for Eurosport, and you'll hear him say, "Oh, I pot the black here and play in that area." Always playing areas. They're never, I'm playing on that, 5p piece worth of cloth. You know what I mean? They're always, we're playing that, and they always seem to pick the balls that have got the biggest area to play in.
See,
and it's like,
if you compare Jason Twist, when he does coaching, he goes for like an half-a-foot area. But if you get coaching off Mick Hill, he wants it on a 5p piece with you.
Which is all right if you can.
Which is different, yeah.
That's all right if you've got the talent.
That's at pool.
It's all right if you've got the talent to put it on a 5p piece, but not all of us have got Mick Hill's accuracy, have we?
So, Yassa,
stopping
Christmas
the
present. He's happy with that. He's got determined back on his face again. Determination back on his face.
I can't understand why Sham Chambers has given him the game.
He's not well. He's not well at all.
Sat in the corner.
Yeah, sat.
Can't be that ill. Well, sat watching the game.
Yeah.
If I had to throw a game because I wasn't well, I'd be home, probably spewing up.
Yeah. Well, he says that's all he's been doing over Christmas. But.
All right.
And then
there's so many people been ill. You haven't been well, have you? There's been so many people that have been well.
Last week. But I mean, Ronnie,
He's
talking
here,
about
the man.
Ronnie. Ronnie did that, didn't he? He
What's
missed
that?
the ball and then just conceded and
Oh,
walked
yeah,
out. 'Cause it was,
he did that against Stephen Hendry,
yeah,
didn't he?
that was it, yeah. Steve
Missed the
Hendry,
ball,
yeah.
shook his hand and left.
Yeah.
Yeah, Liam's on the chat now. No, it wasn't the best viewing, were it, Liam? It were hard work. We were both struggling like mad.
Yeah, he is with Josh Dale.
All right, fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah, Mitch. I've had it was actually Mick Hill that were telling me. I had a bit of a years ago. Well, about 3 years ago, I had a bit of a
With 2.5
coaching
hours.
session with Mick, and he was the one that was telling me. He says, you know, if you have a coaching lesson with Jason Twist, he tells you to like come off that rail or whatever that ball and end up in that area. Where Mick Hill is more of a perfectionist. He teaches his students, shall we say, to land on like a 50 pence piece rather than an area like Jason Twist would. And as Harvey was saying, it's all right saying, yeah, land on that. If you could land on that, you wouldn't really need a coaching lesson.
Exactly.
You know, and every table's different.
Yeah.
You know, even in this club, they're all the same makes of table. They're all the same cloth. They're all the same pockets. But every table. I'm also going to put it out to the public what questions they would like answered as well. Throw some in there. All right, well, they'll be digging deep, Andy. They'll be digging into your history. So, when did your hair fall out?
A long time before his
Just having a laugh there with Andy about patch it match. There's a face-off going to be about 6:30 on Thursday on MMT. What is wrong with me? I think it's lack of food. MMTV channel on YouTube. There we go. I don't know if I'll be bringing a baby into this pool hall with the amount of people that are ill.
I've not been funny. Everybody I've like all my mates and what have you, and everywhere I've gone, they're going, "Oh, he's not well, he's ill." I think, Christ, it's like plague.
Yeah.
Red X on door when I go out.
I'd love to know who were ground zero. I'd love to know who was ground zero. So I'll go and throttle them. Yeah, Liam. God, it held everything up today, really. Would have been done by now if it wasn't for Harvey's match.
Everybody blames me anyway, it's fine.
It was the longest match ever.
No, it was prison,
like-
mate. Honestly, I imagine that
Like
is what
4-1 down or something, then I saw
Mate.
it score and he came back and it was like, yeah, and
it
then he
was
went one in
absolute
front,
prison.
two
No,
in
no,
front.
there wasn't. There was never more than one frame in us up until 4 apiece, and then I went 6-4 up, and then it were like I was just going for everything. I wanted it to be over,
Yeah.
and then there were just a couple of like last frame. Liam got a touch lucky. I got a touch lucky early on. It was just honest to God, mate. It were abuse. It was just like being in prison. I
Yeah.
imagine that's what prison's like.
It feels like it sometimes, doesn't it?
Christ Almighty! But it was one of them where, to be honest, I felt like I played enough pool for the day. When I lost, I wasn't like
Well, you had played most of the day.
I wasn't even frustrated. I was just happy.
Yeah, I agree, Mitch. And I always see a lot of people and they go smashing into balls and,
That's true, yeah.
to develop something and they end up with no shot. And it's like, well, you don't have to. All you have to do is knock it out an inch, you know, and then it goes. You don't have to smash into them. And
That's true. I do that all the time. If I'm developing a ball that just needs a little nudge,
you just need to move it into a potable
I'll try and
position,
break it
don't
onto the table
Yeah.
next door, and I think, why have I done that?
you? Yeah, you don't have to. Just knock them out a little bit. Was it Liam that you were playing?
Yeah.
Was it? All right, Liam. I didn't realise it. All right.
Yeah, we got his money worth.
You
His money's
definitely
worth.
did. Need a new cloth on after that.
Christ. It was hard work, mate. What's quite funny, Liam, is that the game that went on afterwards was a 7-0. That's how you're supposed to play.
Well, not if you're the nil.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It was Sam and Yuki went on afterwards.
Yeah, I think we should have I think you're right, Andy. I think we should have a incubation sort of like door area to stop everybody coming in that's got ill.
Just do a test, and if you don't pass the test, you just get written off.
Yeah, you just get shot.
Yeah,
Just put you down.
that's what they do with dogs.
Maimed animal. You know, it's all that. So, yeah, sorry, you're not well. There's a bolt in your head.
Quarantine.
I still think Mr. Phil Caunce looks like the chef off the Muppets.
Have you ever seen?
Bird.
Have you ever seen Star Wars?
I have seen Star Wars.
You know when they take Darth Vader's helmet off in that?
Yeah. No, 'cause it's got really thin, isn't it?
I think that's
It's long
like
and
Jimmy
thin.
White looks like that. You know when they take Vader's helmet off
All right, yeah.
when he's been electrocuted.
Yeah.
Jimmy White looks like Vader there.
Shelley, he's a wolf. There you go, there's the history.
Justin's just been to Appleton and asked him, Daz.
Yeah, I've just told Daz. I've just told Andy that. He's just laughed his head off.
See, I can get away with it because I've got the wrong accent. Lee, what's my name?
Whose idea was the face-off? Was it Appleton's?
I think it was, yeah, because he said it had never been done. Oh, no, sorry, it's not the chef. It's Beaker.
That's a good one. Write that down.
Yeah. Yeah, write a few down and I'll ask. Yeah, that is a schoolboy error, is that, Mitch? You ask any good player, they try and get on that bad ball as soon as possible. Preferably on the first shot, but obviously sometimes you can't. Tell you what, he might be snookered himself
Perfect.
here. How's that perfect? Oh, I didn't see that red because it was there. I thought he was going for black.
Perfect.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely, Mitch.
Good shot.
Yeah, so Yassa on the hill. There we go. Josh, big comeback against Yassa, is this?
So that's 6-4.
Needs to win 3-0.
Do you know something I've noticed as well with pool? Is that when you break off and you have a look at the table, you think to yourself, right, I'm going to take reds. That's my bad red, for example. That's how I'm going to get it out, and away you go, and away you start going, and then before you know where you are, you're getting towards the, you've got your bad ball out, you're potting your balls, and then you think, where's the black?
Yeah.
All the time. And then I realise that the black is absolutely knackered in the middle of a load of balls or something. And I think, oh, shit. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I remember that night when you got me absolutely steaming.
You're looking for the promo thing.
Yeah.
I also work near Bolton as well.
That's true, Mitch, as well, yeah. Although, I've spoken to a few good players about this, and some of them, I spoke to Mellon about this, Chris Mellon, when he was in the club last, and he said sometimes he doesn't map it all the way to the end. He just looks at a bad ball and thinks, right, that's how I'm going to get that one off, and that's how I'm going to get that one off. But, I mean, you're talking about a bloke that is just a machine, isn't it? I can't do that, me, map it out all the way to end. I'm that, like, concentrated, I'm that embroiled in it, I'm overthinking it. What I try and look for is the bad ball, or bad balls, and how am I going to get them out, which balls I'm going to get them out with, and then sort of fill in the gaps. Will it be under Andy Atherton? Promo. Who's coming down then on? Who's coming down on Saturday for the match? We got on the stream. Who's coming down? Scott, are you coming through? Dale, I imagine you're coming through as well. Obviously, Andy J is going to be there. Danny Bailey will be there, no doubt. Mitch, are you coming through? You'll probably be working, Liam. Michael Firth, he's coming. It's going to be a good atmosphere. That was good timing, Liam. It's going to be a long old haul, like first to 30 is a long race. Have you found it? I can't understand. I think Daz is watching this from a cave, and he's responding to something I said a long time ago about the black. I can't understand what. Oh, I've just seen this.
He hasn't replied to my text, Ant Daz.
Ask Patch if he's going to bring a dog handler, aka Grimshaw. Grimshaw and Ashley Harper. There is two Q carriers. Chris Grimshaw on the chat. Now then, sir. Found it. Chris Grimshaw on the chat. So then, Chris, how's
Chris is supporting Andy Appleton.
Spoiler alert. Chris Grimshaw's had a grand on Andy Appleton.
Yeah.
How's Patchett prepared for the game, Chris? Talk to us.
Chris has been massaging his nether regions.
Been making sure he's got a nice clean shaft.
Yes. Pulling his shaft early,
Have you ever seen Coming to America, the film?
tipping him off.
Have you seen Coming to America?
Yes, I have, yeah. Yes.
You know when he's laid in the jacuzzi at the start and she comes up with the 2 sponges and goes,
Oh, yeah.
That's Grimshaw.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, she's been down.
Forgot words, something like it's clean now, and
The royal penis is clean, yeah.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
You don't have to get some stick, Chris.
Right.
Sure.
Well, looks like a bit of sayonara for Josh.
We got the money out, boy.
Yeah, lovely shot.
Concession.
Well played. Right, we'll love you and leave you guys. We'll just
See you
leave with
Saturday.
the little teaser.